not happy with the way things went. I want to be a teacher, but right now I have to consider other options that are not in the United States, because if I stay here in the United States, there are nothing more than minimum wage jobs waiting for me.
So what questions do you have? What can I help you with today?
So I came here when I was 8. My parents brought me here, I guess, illegally. And I went through the school system here in Southern California, and then I went from high school to Harvard, and I just graduated Harvard with 2 teaching credentials and my bachelor's degree.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But so now my problem is I want to really go back and teach in Santa Ana, and I want to know what kind of options I have to go do that now.
Unfortunately, there is no options in terms of work authorization for you. Because you're not documented, you're not legally allowed to work in the United States. So, well, I think you have a really noble goal of going back and being a teacher, and we all know how desperately we need good teachers in this country. Unfortunately, I don't see an option for you.
When we came, it was my mom, it was my sister, and it was me. I didn't want to come here in the first place. I was really attached to my paternal grandmother, and I wanted to stay with her. But all of a sudden, my mom said, "We're joining your dad in California." When I got here, I started 3rd grade, and it was hard. During that first year, I knew nothing. Brand new school, brand new language, and I had no clue how to deal with it or cope, so I was a very confused child at that age. I went through the school system learning English that same year, and by the time I was in 5th grade, I was already in the honors program. When I was in 6th grade, I was 12 years old, and it was at that time that I decided that I would one day go to Harvard. Going into 8th grade, I wanted to apply to the ABC program, or a Better Chance program, where I would get fully funded to go to a private high school. But because of the lack of the Social Security number, I wasn't able to qualify, and I knew that from then on, nothing that I was ever dreaming of doing would come true. I saw myself without any hopes of actually fulfilling my dreams, and I did try to commit suicide a couple of times. However, during the 9th grade, I also found an amazing support from my family, who told me to keep my hopes up that laws might change, but in order for me to be eligible, I had to continue to do well in school.
From day one, she was always focused. I'm going to go to Harvard. I'm going to go to Harvard. In 9th, 10th, 11th grade, I'm going to go to Harvard. And I was like, sure, that's a great goal. We're going to work toward that.
I read in the brochure that regardless of citizenship, everybody was offered a full ride on the terms of need-based. So at that time, I knew that like my only hope for like a higher education really would be to either go to a community college, which I could probably afford, or to go to Harvard or another Ivy League.
She hands me the Harvard envelope. Open, I pull out the information, it says, "Welcome to Harvard." And it was like, okay, this is great.
So when I got there, academically, it was the easiest time I've had in forever. I had a goal to be an educator, but I knew as I was getting my diploma that I wasn't going to be one. I've been wanting to be a teacher since I was a junior in high school. I saw this as a career that was rewarding because it would allow me to give back to the community. However, because of my undocumented status, my future seems very uncertain. Thankfully, my mentor and my supervisor, Bernadette Medrano, has allowed me to be a volunteer for the Santa Ana Education Project, where we work with kids and help them work on their academic skills, on their reading skills and writing skills, which is my passion.
Oh, man.
When I was in 5th grade, we got to adopt a part of the rainforest.
Gloria's a pretty reserved young woman and almost borderline shy. But when she's in front of children, she just lights up. It's probably the reason she was put on this planet, to impart to the children that their brains matter and that they matter.
I want to be a teacher, but right now I have to consider other options that are not in the United States, because if I stay here in the United States, there are nothing more than minimum wage jobs waiting for me.
What?
No, nothing. Just kind of. I'm gonna need some time off in February.
For what?
So like I've been telling you that I'm gonna leave the country. I'm not leaving the country yet, but there's gonna be this job fair thing that I want to go to. That I've applied to this job agency, and I'm gonna try to score a job. And the job fair is in February, and so I'm gonna need about 3 days off.
What? Tell me about this job fair. I don't understand.
It's through a agency that places teachers abroad. Mm-hmm. My plan is to get a job there because contracts run for 2 years.
Okay.
And I'm figuring that while I'm working, finally
Wait. You're going to be offered a job, and so you have what, a couple months to think it over? Or do you? I don't understand.
No, because there are several other job fairs, I'm gonna have like 24 hours to think about it.
You have to make a decision in 24 hours that's going to impact the rest of your life?
I think I have decided that I'm going to leave.
So when would you leave?
Early August, because most of them want us to report mid-August.
What guarantees do you have? What if you don't like it?
I know, but I just recently spoke to a lawyer too. I know I have spoken to a few lawyers before, and it was all like, no options whatsoever. You have to leave the country. There's nothing you can do. I feel like my best bet would be to leave the country, establish a record as like a working individual outside of here, and then try to reapply for graduate school and apply for a visa that way. Just by saying,
there are no guarantees to
I
that.
understand, but at this point I can't stay here like that either. I can't. You have a lot of homework tonight?
No,
No? What do you have to do?
math.
Math?
Yeah.
Wait, so all you have to do is math homework?
Yeah.
What about your recorder?
I haven't practiced that yet.
Okay, we had to do that too. Oh, did I ask you if you wanted ham in your eggs? You want some ham?
Oh, no, it's okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because I can still put it in there.
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay. Hey, little one, I told you I was going away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to San Francisco. You know, if I get a job, that means like I'll be gone, right?
Yeah.
That also means that I might not be able to come back, right?
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.